It is early June 2020, and we just received the monthly jobs report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Happy days are here again, right? No, indeed. Hi, I'm John McNeil. This is the Invest Strong Network. Welcome. The Bureau of Labor Statistics released the May jobs report last Friday. And to the astonishment of many, including myself, it actually showed a dramatic decrease in the unemployment rate with something like 2.5 million persons going back to work. Great news, right? Well, yes. I mean, obviously, any trend that's in a positive direction is good. But is it real? Is it sustainable? No way. Let me tell you why. Apparently, what's happened is that the initial wave of the medical crisis that caused massive layoffs in March and in April, there was a reflex rally amongst business owners who began to take some people back as the state and local governments began to loosen their quarantine policies. So they began to bring people back, to their previous positions in early May. They began that process, right? And so the jobs report basically goes through the middle of the month, kind of tabulated over the ensuing 2 weeks, and released on the first Friday of the new month. So, is that sustainable? The people that were brought back in May, many of them, I feel, will be looking at a second round of layoffs later this summer. As I canvass the streets of the city of Houston, and I've gone to so many shopping centers and malls and industrial areas and business areas and just everything. And I am telling you, there is no way this is a healthy and growing economy. It's not. Now, that may be anecdotal evidence, and I understand that there's an enormous country here and some areas are doing better than others. I get that. But my contacts in the hospitality industry, locally and even interstate, they are telling me that these hotels and restaurants, bars, and other things that are connected to it, banquet halls, these guys are in dire condition. And they had begun to take some people back in a hope that their previous business will begin to return once the quarantines are completely lifted. And in some areas, the quarantines have been completely lifted, and the people are not coming back in anywhere near the numbers needed for these businesses to stay profitable, sustainable, which means that inevitably there will have to be a second round of layoffs later this summer or in the fall. And many of the management, they are in discussions right now on whether they should bring any more people back, whether they should lay off some of the ones that they have already brought back, and whether these cuts should be permanent. They're in those discussions right now. Okay, now the markets have responded strongly over the last month or so. In fact, incredibly, you have the NASDAQ and even the S&P that are nearing all-time highs, right? All-time highs with 13.3% unemployment. They are being artificially inflated by stimulus actions taken by the federal government and, of course, the very aggressive actions taken by the Federal Reserve. But that is not sustainable. It is not sustainable. And it is going to be, at some point, it will become inflationary. And that's just a fact. So, as I mentioned in the previous vid, I have put a moratorium on new investments for the rest of 2020. And until there is new leadership on the national level, and I think we'll be getting that soon, but until that day comes, and a possible second wave of the medical crisis can either be handled or eliminated, I cannot invest in anything else until then, right? Because the markets are just it's just not real. It's not real, and I don't like investing in phantom rallies. No way. When these markets come down, and they will come down ferociously in summer and fall, look out. Right now, there may be some buying opportunities at that moment, but we're not there yet. And until we are there, and until this thing can be handled, no more investments, at least not from me. Right. All right. So those are my thoughts. Right. And hope you found them insightful. Don't mean to be a downer. Right. But have to be a realist. And please smash the like button. I'd appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I read everyone. I will respond. And of course, subscribe. I will do anything for you to subscribe. Almost anything. All right. So thank you very much and good luck.